Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to hear my trading and market updates. This is Uncle Frank, and I'm not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when I have new information to share. So now let's get into the latest updates. Hey, welcome back everyone. Just a short video for you today. AMC hit a new 52-week low today, but there was also some bad news for our enemies that I wanted to share with you from MarketWatch. Morgan Stanley hit with criminal charges and a $249 million fine for alleged block trading fraud. As some of you know, Morgan Stanley runs AMC's board of directors by way of Philip Lader, current senior advisor to Morgan Stanley for institutional trading. Now, you should know block trading is institutional trading, by the way. Also, Citigroup plans to cut 20,000 jobs as it reports its worst quarter in 15 years. Citi is our chief investment banker. So if you enjoyed the ape, its conversion, the reverse split, and everything the shorts are able to do to us post-conversion, you could thank the gentleman on the right. That's Derek Van Zant of Citi, who engineered it all in our boardroom. And then Philip Lader and Adam Aron signed off on it all. This is for you financially literate people. Now let's learn more about this block trading case against Morgan Stanley. Let's start with a question. Where do most big block trades occur? That's right, in the ATSs, the dark pools, right? Now keep that in mind as we review this article that appeared today from Bloomberg. Morgan Stanley lifted hedge fund from kiddie table with stock tips. Okay? For years, hedge funds knew that one man at Morgan Stanley could make them millions. A big block of shares would come up for sale, and block trading head Pawan Passi would tip off the funds. One even told Passi he had put that investor in the game. He's talking about a hedge fund, and that the investor would be at the kiddie table if it wasn't for him. Another quote, "I know who my daddy is," the investor said in a call, according to one of the federal prosecutors. Now, for years, Passi and another employee at the bank's market-leading equity syndicate desk, who wasn't charged, told select investors about upcoming sales of large blocks of shares of public companies, information they had promised to keep to themselves. In multiple instances, the investors shorted the stock ahead of the sale. Passi even suggested to hedge funds how they should trade ahead of upcoming block trades he was running, and many took short positions. He then promised favored buy-side investors they would get enough of the allocation of their block trade to cover their shorts. Okay, now a guy from this department runs our board of directors, guys. Okay, now on Friday, today, Passi entered into a deferred prosecution agreement with the U.S. Justice Department in which he pleaded not guilty to securities fraud to settle a long-running probe into his and Morgan Stanley's trading practices. He mishandled confidential information, he acknowledged, agreeing to a 1-year ban from the brokerage business. Okay, doesn't lose his license, doesn't go to jail. That agreement and the bank's own non-prosecution deal with the U.S., which Bloomberg reported on Thursday, come after a years-long dissent for Passi, once a beloved member of Morgan Stanley, whose desk brought in $1.4 billion in revenue from 2018 to 2021. Passi's fall also scarred Morgan Stanley, which agreed on Friday to pay a total of $249 million to the Justice Department and the SEC to settle their probes into its block trading business. Its pact allows the bank to avoid criminal charges. Now, you should also remember Morgan Stanley was caught up in that whole texting fiasco where they're using apps to communicate. So I don't think we solved this whole problem. So the bank gets away with it free and clear. Just pay a big fine and resume cheating and stealing, in my opinion. You know, no jail time for anyone. They didn't mention any of the hedge funds that got the information on block trades, right? only one of the stocks. They didn't even mention which stocks they were talking about. And all the retail investors that got screwed, they got nothing. And of course, this is the very same company that has a senior advisor from this department running our entire board of directors at AMC. Now you guys can see why I love AMC, the company. I love the stock. But I hate senior management because I know they will never do anything deliberately to hurt the interests of Wall Street. And it's clear they are helping them get out of a bad short trade every way they can. And here's a question for a really bad person on Twitter and Boss Blunts and Little Bigums on YouTube. Have you ever noticed that no matter how great our company performs, everything Adam does pushes the stock even deeper down the toilet? Well, there's an answer to that question, and it isn't Kenny Griffin. It's because Adam follows the advice of Citi to the letter, because that's exactly what people like Kenny need him to do. You see, Citi isn't just our chief investment banker. They're a short seller of AMC. AMC is a business client of Citi's. They're a market maker of AMC, an underwriter, an analyst, a holder of significant financial interest and its affiliates in AMC. You see, really bad person, you tell people that if they don't support Adam Aron, it's because they're financially illiterate. The truth is, you're financially retarded if you trust these people. Now, most of you know the market's closed Monday for the holiday. This is a holiday weekend, should be big for the theater. You got to get out there and support our business. From Deadline, Mean Girls are popular at weekend box office with $33 million opening. That was the Friday update from Deadline. Also from Box Office Pro, 4-day MLK weekend box office forecast, The Beekeeper, The Book of Clarence, and Mean Girls. Got to get out there and support our business. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.